Hello everyone, right here I have a 2024 Land Rover Range Rover Evoque P250 all-wheel drive HSE Dynamic. And today, I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features, inside and out. So, here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. There are welcome lights as you unlock the car. As you can see, the side mirrors are currently folded out. Upon locking the car, the side mirrors automatically fold in, and upon unlocking, they automatically fold out again. If you press and hold on the unlock button, you are able to roll down all 4 windows in the car simultaneously, and to roll all of them back up together, just press and hold on the lock button. The second generation Evoque in Malaysia does come standard with Land Rover's version of a smart keyless entry and start system. So, just have the key fob on yourself. The car is currently unlocked. To lock the car, press the button on any of the 4 door handles. Press the button once to lock the car, and press it a second time to activate the dead locking system. And to unlock the car, just press any of the 4 buttons again. Along with the smart keyless entry is a keyless push button start system. So to start the Evoque, make sure the key fob is inside the car. Put your foot on the brake and press the start button to the left of the steering wheel. A rack and pinion electric power steering system is present in the L551 Evoque. The Dynamic HSE trim comes with a leather steering wheel with a moonlight bezel around the spokes. A 9-speed automatic transmission is the option for the Evoque in Malaysia. This transmission features a sport mode and a manual shifting function. The latter is controlled by the setting chrome paddle shifters located behind the top 2 steering wheel spokes. While front and rear parking sensors and a reverse camera are standard across the range, only the P250 variants get the additional 360-degree 3D camera system. The rear and the front cameras feature active guidance signs. Below the camera display, press the 3D button in the middle to bring up the 3D camera view on the left camera display. Once this is on, drivers can change the 3D view by pressing the desired location on the 360-degree camera image on the right camera display. This right camera display also allows drivers to change between standard view and wide angle view for the rear and the front cameras. Below the right camera display is a button to turn off or on the parking sensor sound. At the bottom of the infotainment display, drivers can choose between on-road and off-road camera views. In off-road mode, the rear camera view is to the left, there is a view of the axles to the right, and below the camera view is a button to turn on or off the hill descent control system. Safety features in the Evoque include 6 airbags, an anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, dynamic stability control, electronic traction control, hill descent control, hill launch assist, a tire pressure monitoring system, an alarm system, dead locking, and an immobilizer. ISOFIX child seat anchor points are found on the outer 2 rear seats. Driver assistance features include emergency braking, lane keep assist, blind spot assist, rear collision monitor, rear traffic monitor, and driver condition monitor. Paired with the Dynamic HSE trim is a set of 21-inch Style 5137 alloy rims in a gloss dark grey with diamond-turned contrast finish. This Evoque uses 245/45R21 Pirelli Scorpion Zero tyres. The disc brakes are ventilated in front and solid out back. McPherson struts and a multi-link setup make up the front and the rear suspension respectively. Evoque is what Land Rover calls a C-segment luxury crossover SUV that is built under its Range Rover sub-brand. The Evoque was previewed by the Land Rover LRX concept car that came out in 2008. The production version of the first generation Evoque, also known by the L538 codename, had its public debut in September 2010 for the 3-door body style and in November 2010 for the 5-door body style. Production of the L538 Evoque then began in July 2011 with a facelift in March 2015. A third L538 Evoque body style, a 2-door convertible, was unveiled in November 2015 before production of the L538 Evoque ended in 2018. The second generation Evoque, now bearing the L551 codename, debuted in November 2018. The L551 Evoque is only available as a 5-door, but in either short wheelbase or the China-exclusive long wheelbase body styles. The long wheelbase L551 Evoque was revealed in June 2021. Styling-wise, the L551 Evoque sports pretty much the same design concept as its predecessor, albeit a newer and more updated one. A range of petrol and diesel engines are available in the L551 Evoque, but for the first time in the Evoque's history, this generation is also available as a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. A facelift for the L551 Evoque debuted in June 2023 for the 2024 model year. This facelift consists of slimmer head and rear lights, a new front grille, an updated infotainment system, a more minimalist center console design, and better quality interior materials. For Malaysia, the L551 Evoque went on sale in June 2020 for the pre-facelift model, and in February 2024 for the facelifted model. There are currently 3 variants on sale, and they are P200 all-wheel drive Dynamic SE Automatic, P250 all-wheel drive Dynamic SE Automatic, and P250 all-wheel drive Dynamic HSE Automatic. Under the bonnet of this Evoque is Jaguar Land Rover's Ingenium AJ200 2-litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, turbocharged inline-4 petrol engine. This engine features direct injection and variable valve timing. It produces 246 horsepower at 5500 rpm and 365 Nm of torque at 1300 to 4500 rpm. 0 to 100 km per hour takes 7.6 seconds, and the top speed is 230 km per hour. With a 67-litre petrol tank, combined fuel consumption for the Evoque P250 all-wheel drive automatic is 8.6 litres per 100 km. Carbon dioxide emissions is 195 grams per kilometre, and this Evoque is equipped with the efficient driveline all-wheel drive system. Exterior features of the Evoque Dynamic HSE include automatic auto-leveling adaptive pixel LED projector headlights, automatic wipers, automatic high beams, LED daytime running lights, LED front and side indicators, LED front and rear fog lights, LED rear lights, LED rear number plate lights, LED sequential rear indicators, body-colored door handles, black side mirrors, and dual exhaust pipes. This Evoque is fitted with the optional black exterior pack that includes glossback front and rear Range Rover script, glossback front and rear lower bumpers, a glossback front grille, glossback bonnet louvers, glossback air curtain finishes, glossback side vents, and glossback exhaust finishes. Speakers right there, and down there. Storage, central locking, mirror controls, window controls. All of the windows in this car are powered, and all of them do get a full automatic function in both directions. Electronic child locks and window locks for the rear doors. This button operates the powered rear hatch. Range Rover door sills. And the driver's seat in this Evoque HSE Dynamic does get full powered adjustments. All of the controls are located right down there, including your 4-way power lumbar support and power side bolster support. The driver's seat also does come with a 3-person memory function set using the buttons right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how it revs. dual zone automatic climate control system, fan speed, power button, automatic mode, recirculation, different modes, driver side temperature. Sync means if you have it turned on, the driver side will control the temperature for both sides, but if you turn it off, each side will have individual controls. And obviously the passenger side temperature is on this side. You have your front and rear defrost buttons right here. Storage areas. This part also doubles up as your Qi wireless charging pad, and you have a USB-C port right here for charging as well. The Evoque comes with the PV Pro touchscreen head unit. The system features an 11.4-inch infotainment display and various media connectivity options. Sound is routed to the Meridian sound system with 11 speakers producing 400 watts of power. The Meridian sound system that this Evoque uses is actually quite good. We are currently in the CarPlay menu with the current media playing information. The album art will show up here if available. You have the song title, the song artist and album name will show up here again if available. You can play pause, go back a song, go for the song duration, and below you can activate your shuffle, repeat, and bring up your love and suggest us like this options. Playing next goes to your playing next playlist. Hit library to go back to your main media menu where you can look at your library, playlists, radio, and on the library you can look at your recently added songs, playlists, artists, and whatnot. Hit this button to go back to your current media playing information. And to the right you have shortcut buttons for Google Maps, music, phone, and below hit this button to go back to your main CarPlay menu. Right here you can access your phone, music, Apple Maps, messages, so on and so forth. There are more apps to the right. And to the left, we can view the navigation map. You can also go to destination, bring up your voice command, and control the media. To go back to the main Land Rover system, press the home button down here. Right here, we are in the main Land Rover system where you can select your phone menu. Under the phone menu, you can dial a number, look at your phone book, look at your call lists, and whatnot. You have your various phone options down here, and you can select the device down here as well. In the middle we have navigation. It is set to the navigation in CarPlay, and to the left you have shortcut buttons for your climate controls automatic mode, maximum air conditioning, and in the middle you have the button to activate or deactivate the vehicle's automatic stop start feature. If this feature is activated, the engine will momentarily shut off when you arrive at a stop, such as a traffic light or traffic jams, to save that extra bit of petrol that the car uses. To the left, apart from your passenger side temperature and volume controls, you can also bring up the camera via this button. And below, you have the settings menu, where you can set the brightness, turn off the display, change the theme. You also have the auto brake hold function. Basically, if this function is activated, when you arrive at a stop, again such as a traffic light or traffic jam, if the car is in drive and the parking brake is off, with the auto brake hold function activated, the car won't actually move forward or roll back. You can also activate or deactivate your automatic stop start feature right here as well. And below, you can select your quick settings, your audio settings. Right here you can adjust the bass treble, subwoofer, and your balance and fader, and all settings. Right here you can have your account settings, connectivity settings, vehicle settings, General settings, languages and keyboard, app settings, notification settings, and software update. To the right, apart from your climate control controls, you also have your profile right above, right here. You can set your, or rather go to your navigation display. You have your CarPlay button in the middle and the home button as mentioned earlier. Now once back in the home menu, we can swipe to the right where you can also control the media with your play pause, select the media source, the volume, compass, the elevation and your current position. You also have your wheel info right here. You have your bearing, the degrees, altitude, and right above you have your various car statuses. You also have your terrain response modes and the weight sensing display. You also have your weight sensing shortcut button in the main menu. You have your energy impact, driving style with your average fuel consumption, average speed, driving score, elapsed time, distance traveled, eco tips, history. You can go back to your driving style menu right here as well. And once in the home page, if you hit this button, you can bring up your list of apps where you can select your navigation, change your accounts, bring up your climate control menu, cameras, eco data, valet mode, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, so on and so forth. Heads up display is right there if you can see it. And as shown earlier, this car does have power folding side mirrors. To fold the side mirrors in from the inside, press this button and this button together at the same time. Electronic central locking, wiper controls, lane departure warning control, adaptive cruise control and speed limiter controls. This button changes the intensity of the driver assistance system, volume control, voice control, different media mode selection, Bluetooth telephone control, seat track controls, and the up, down, left, right and button in the middle. Control the multi-information display located within the instrument cluster. Right now you have Trip A summary with the average fuel consumption, range, distance traveled and average speed. If we click the button in the middle, we can bring up your list of menus where you can select what is being displayed on the info panel. Right now Trip A summary, where we can also view the 4x4i information, driver assistance graphic, the clock, empty panel, navigation, media, and back to your trip summary. We can also change the display layout, whether you have whether you have two dials, one dial. If you are in one dial mode, you can select what is being displayed on the left info panel, right info panel. You can also change to more layouts. You can have the navigation map, media information, driver assistance display, and back to the two dials layout. You can also select whether you want to view Trip A, Trip B, or Trip Automatic. You can set your heads-up display settings. You can enable it, disable it, change the brightness, position, and what is being displayed on the heads-up display. And down below, we have the vehicle settings with your tire pressure settings, tire pressure load settings, passenger airbag, auto apply 4x4i information, and show the vehicle warnings. And back to the info panel. Light and indicator controls. If we press the button at the end of the light and indicator stalk, we can go between the trip computer, average speed, average fuel consumption, instant fuel consumption, range, display off, date, and back to the trip computer. The steering wheel in this car is fully powered, tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this knob right here. You can also twist the knob to the automatic position, and that will automatically move the steering away from you when you exit the car, and when you turn on the ignition again, it will move back to its last recorded position before the engine was turned off the previous time. Cup holders, front center armrest, with storage down below. Right in there as well, you have a USB-C and a USB-A ports for charging, and in the middle is a SIM card slot. You have your standard auto-dimming rear view mirror, but if you pull this lever right here, you can change it into the camera view, and then once in the camera view, you can bring up your settings menu and you can adjust the brightness, adjust the height, and back to adjusting the brightness, and back to the standard auto-dimming rear view mirror. Right here you have the controls for the shade, for the panoramic glass roof. The glass portion does not actually open, so you only have the shade to open and close if you do not want that much sunlight coming in. Right here, you have your LED front reading lights and LED interior light for the front. And the driver's side sun visor does get a vanity mirror and an LED light. Alright, so I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. Speakers right there and down there, storage, window control, and the rear seat backs in this Evoque do fold. They split 40-20-40 when folding, and to fold them down, first make sure the headrests are all the way down, then locate the levers on the sides of the outer two rear headrests. The lever on that side folds down the left seat and the middle seat, while the lever on this side folds down the right seat. To fold down only the middle seat, locate the button right next to the middle seat headrest. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is quite a lot of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. As for legroom, I get about this much. And I get about this much in terms of headroom. It is actually surprisingly quite nice and spacious back here. The seats are soft and comfortable as well. On the front seat backs are storage pockets together with cutouts that help with additional legroom. Rear aircon vents in the middle, with the Evoque nameplate below. And below that, we have a power outlet in the middle. And on either side of the power outlet are two USB-C ports for charging. Rear center armrest with cup holders. And right above, for both sides at the back, are the rear LED reading/interior lights. You can find hooks on the B pillars. There are 3 ways to operate the powered rear hatch in this 2024 Evoque. Boot space in the Evoque is 472 litres with the rear seat backs in place. Fold the rear seat backs down, remove the cargo cover, and the boot space increases to 1156 litres. To the left of the boot is a storage strap and a power outlet. On both sides of the boot are hooks and LED lights, and to the right of the boot is a storage net. Under the boot floor is the vehicle's spare tyre, toolkit, and jack. On the rear hatch itself is the vehicle's warning triangle. Adjustable headrests front and rear. Speakers, storage, central locking, window control, and the front passenger seat in this car does get full powered adjustments as well, with the same set of adjustments as found on the driver's side, including your 4-way power lumbar support and power side bolster support. The only thing that the front passenger seat misses out on is the memory function. Quite a big glove box. It is illuminated as well. Sun visor for the front passenger does get a vanity mirror with an LED light as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2024 Land Rover Range Rover Evoque P250 all-wheel drive HSE Dynamic. Thanks for watching and goodbye.